So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Stanford Cardinal. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Yellow Jackets will kick off first, and here we go. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Trying play action. Firing deep. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. Makes the grab. It's off. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great...
Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Yellow Jackets offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Strong, firm tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Oh, he makes the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Complete on third down. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the
maybe some room here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shaw. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Warren. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Like, you better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Irvin. Maybe a crease. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running inside, it's Hosley. Might have a chance. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking for a crease. It's Hosley. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's made. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Yellow Jackets looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Put 6 on the board. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. One of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver, who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the start today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great 1st half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Holt. Right down the gut of the field. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense...
There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. He might want another play. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their 1st. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Hosley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll go with a direct snap. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in, it's Harris. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Under fire. Going for it all. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Mendoza. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hosley. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Finds his man. It's May. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach. Guys, this was a concern all season long about these teams from the East having to travel so far, and that has shown up a little bit here in the first half. They are trailing, and they're going to have to wake up and find some energy to get back in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught over the middle. It's May. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking down the middle. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Addison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
The kick is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it young guy is showing what he's made of. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And guys, if he can keep this up and he can stay consistent, this offense goes...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Stanford going back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Warren. Finds his man. Running through contact. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Shaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinal. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Here's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interception.
Caught, and he's got room. Pushed down for the tackle.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Running inside. It's Urban. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Yes, if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hosley. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
That's reeled in. It's Alexander.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now the play fake. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Irvin. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.